She called off the wedding because the man was cheating at the
I know,
dinner.
but I think
he had a really good bachelor party.
I think it's a good message to put out there.
Hey, it's a bachelor party.
No, that what Nicki Minaj said. Like, you know, she didn't do her research, but just in case it was right, let me put it out there.
Look at ma'am. Tell you what.
Right, don't say that.
Oh, he gave it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he started getting to somebody.
I was like,
Does not know when the show is about to begin.
Don't know when to shut up, do you?
When the curtain opens, that means the show begins.
Let's do it.
Welcome to another episode of Diva Court. Jaya! We're still not canceled.
We ain't
That means we're going to
time.
be here for a while.
Forever and a day.
We're not going anywhere. I'm your host, Marcia Mignot, and with me is my co-diva with a disclaimer.
It's Dana in the house.
Oh, put the Smith on it, please.
Yeah.
We're not responsible for anything we say.
Or do we believe anything I'm going to say today? Because I'm going to be lying today.
Yeah, don't believe her. She always lying, not just today, every day.
Is that right?
We do not own the rights to anything we're going to talk about.
Or are we liable for your feelings? Because this is what I told you last week and the week before.
And the episode before, and the epised before.
And on and on and on.
Because this show is for edutainment purposes only.
We should just say entertainment.
How about we just say edutainment?
Because that's not even a word.
Because how about I made it up?
Well, then look it up then.
And Diva Court belongs to Diva Court. To edutainment, baby. We educate while we entertain. So we edutain you.
Say edutainment 5 times real fast.
No. Please look for our episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Be sure to catch our videos on YouTube. And don't forget our sponsor, Hey Curl.
Hey, girl, hey.
Take your survey, get your free sample using your DIVAFREE code at heycurl.shop.
Yeah.
Click the link in the description. That stuff is so good. I had to go back to the good old Hey Curl office. Took out the braids and went back. Hey Curl is...
She got her young girl ponytail on.
Hey, you see what Hey Curl make you do? It make you look younger. Get your Hey Curl products, people. HeyCurl.shop.
Oh, yeah. I got it in my hair. You see the curl? The curly fro? She got it in there.
This is where we do it.
This is how we do it.
Oh,
Don't say anything that there's a song, because I will know it.
Yes, we don't want a song. Thank you. Speaking of songs, though, we're about to sing a song of sixpence, a pocket full of big balls. Nicki Minaj tweeted that her cousin in Trinidad won't get the vaccine because his friend got the vaccine and his testicles became swollen.
That's what's up.
She said he got big balls.
Yes.
Now, his fiancée-to-be called off the wedding because her man had more pounds than she had subscribed.
More bounce to the outs. You know what?
She said, sir, that is not you being happy to see me. That is a problem.
I think it was only right that she put out that tweet.
I think that is wrong as two left shoes. She has a platform. No. She can't put out a tweet.
While you about to go in guns a-blazing, can you let me finish why I thought it was right? She's like, pew, 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 pew.
Why?
Because here's the thing. First of all, she's not an authority on anything, okay? She's not an authority on anything. All she said was this. Hey, this is a scenario that I heard, and because of the vaccination, supposedly, this happened. Be careful. Do your research. before you get vaccinated or before you make
So
a
let me
decision.
ask you a question.
So I think that was okay for her to say that.
Do you think she could make a connection to his big balls after his bachelor party
She not a medical
and a
professional.
vaccine?
She's not a medical professional.
Then she should not be talking about medicine.
All I'm saying is that, I mean, I don't think she was coming from a place of, I have a platform and I am going to be very specific with what I say. I'm pretty sure if you look at all her tweets, there are probably all types of crazy things she done said before.
But my
because
point is, when you have a
finish.
platform, you cannot be irresponsible.
What I'm saying is she probably has said plenty of irresponsible things on a tweet. You know
But
what I'm
guess
saying?
what? How many of them could lead to 600,000 people dying?
Listen, you know that song WAP?
Never heard of it. Whoop.
You ain't never heard of WAP
Never
by
heard
Cardi
of it.
B.
Never heard of it.
Okay, well, I guess I can't make a point there then.
Guess not. Point not taken.
All I'm saying is that she don't have to be responsible for these
she
people.
has to be responsible.
Why?
She has a platform.
So what?
And whenever you can influence people's conduct negatively to the point of death, you have to be careful about what you say. I am certain that all the other crazy tweets wasn't going to lead to anybody's death or would not be connected to anybody's death.
Listen,
She
listen.
has a responsibility. What do they
You know-
say? With great power comes great responsibility.
No, you know how many rap CDs are out here about people shoot 'em up, kill, bang, bang. I'm taking this drug, I'm taking that drug, lean, all of this stuff that is pushed out in the media, and the media push it. You got these videos. You got one boy dancing on the devil, butt naked. You got videos where you look up baby videos. He naked with a whole bunch of men. It's a lot of stuff out here that is not being.
So let me ask you a question. Dancing on the devil butt naked is going to do what for you?
Send you to hell.
You already
there.
But it won't send you
But what I'm
to
saying,
ICU.
what I'm
where
saying
you're gonna
is-
fill up the hospital beds for nurses who are trying to do their jobs for people. Let me tell you something.
it's
That's
an-
so reckless. That's not even funny. Let me tell you why
it's
it's
a-
reckless. I saw a lady on the news, and
Okay.
guess what the woman said?
what did she say?
I had a heart attack, and it took almost 200 miles before I could find a hospital that would take me. Everybody was on diversion, and they were on diversion because people refused to take the vaccine.
They need to build
And the
more
hospital
hospitals.
beds were, well, when you gonna build them? After your
That's
heart
what
attack?
the government.
After
That's
you-
what the government's for.
You want the government to build them while you're having the heart attack?
Well, they got.
If you're the one having the heart attack, are you worried about how many more hospitals
they
they're
better
gonna build?
triage her in the parking lot.
They could not. They were trying to get her into a bed, and they could not because a lot of the hospitals on diversion. When you have too many patients that you cannot care for, you tell the ambulance, goodbye, don't come here.
Okay, but again, she didn't say don't get the COVID vaccination. She said do your research. She didn't even. She qualified it. She, unlike what's your girl's name? Vice President Kamala Harris. She qualified her statement by saying, let's pray for him and do your research. She didn't say don't get the COVID vaccination. She said do your research.
We don't.
But again,
we don't need
when-
prayer for your bachelor
when,
party collateral damage.
When she
Really?
was praying for his impotence.
That is annoying God
Listen.
and the heavenlies with your bachelor
Listen.
parties.
When the rappers are selling their murder, kill, and their drug dealing and their this and their that, nobody's taking them seriously. Nobody's shutting the whole situation down when they have a big influence over
Do you have
kids.
600,000 people that are dead? Do you have hospital diverted by that rap song?
Black men are dying at a high rate.
How many?
Just such a generic comment.
You can't deny that. Huh? I just threw that out there.
By
I don't know. There's not even a connection. I
hey,
just threw
look.
it out. Black men are dying.
You cannot
at a high
blame
rate.
pig feet for that.
All I'm saying is,
Let me
is
tell you
that
something. You can't blame bacon because you ate it. You cannot blame pig feet because you ate it.
all I'm just saying is that her statement.
Is irresponsible
But
because
what
she
I'm
has
saying,
a platform.
all I'm saying is that rappers have been saying irresponsible things for years.
Ma'am, irresponsible things like ride on the devil butt naked. I'm okay
No,
with that.
I'm not talking
Because I
about
don't
that.
see that diverting ambulances from the hospital.
I'm not-
when your comment can
I'm not
cause
talking
a
about that.
hospital to be on diversion and people who are having a heart attack from being unable to get an emergency room, people who are needing emergency care to not be able to get into ICU, people who need a ventilator to not be able to get on a ventilator. I think your conduct is irresponsible. You cannot.
But she didn't say don't get the vaccination. She didn't say that.
Said that there's an inference that the vaccine caused big balls.
Well, that don't stop the women population.
Swollen.
Small
She
balls.
has more.
Swollen.
Swollen balls.
Yeah, he's not gonna keep it forever. It's
Swollen.
It's swollen.
Swollen balls.
You need an ice
Big
pack.
balls, okay? They're not gonna stay big. You just need to ice them, sir. But that is hilarious.
No. He needs some antibiotics.
You say that's swollen. Ice ain't gonna take care of it, sir.
All I'm
What you
saying,
should do is be careful when you have your bachelor party, because that bride called off that wedding. I don't think because you got a COVID vaccine
he needed a good excuse.
and you were swollen. No, she needed a good excuse.
She just repeated what she was told.
called off the wedding, not him.
Oh, you talking about the
bride
wife.
to
I thought
be.
you talking about Nicki Minaj.
No, Nicki said the bride to be canceled the wedding.
No.
The wedding is off.
He needed a good excuse to tell his
That the COVID
fiance.
so he
Yeah.
blamed the vaccine for the
Exactly.
bachelor party results.
Exactly.
That's bad.
But I don't understand why they come. I still don't believe that they should be coming down on her like that.
I just think it's irresponsible. Even Trinidad, the president of Trinidad had to say, "Excuse me, girlfriend. No, people are dying, and I'm gonna need you to stop. Stop."
She didn't. It's not like she was pushing this agenda. She just threw it out there.
What people are saying is that you have to be careful about your words. That's why President Obama, when he was president, was very careful about how he chose his words, because he knew with great power comes great responsibility. He didn't want to say anything that anybody could take and make a social media soundbite out of, nor a news clip out of. So if you notice when he speaks, he's very calculating.
All I feel like it's only because there's mention of COVID vaccination that it was a problem. There's been plenty of things that people with big platforms have said that has never been a problem. I'm gonna go outside, pop the trunk, tear the club up, murder, kill.
Look, it
all this
depends.
stuff that could influence people, but because
She's qualified to do that.
That's right.
That's in her lane.
So
She's in her lane
she's qualified for what?
to talk
rap
about
like
the
that.
rap. That's the rap game, right?
Shut up. I see where you going now.
Like she's not gonna do my surgery. She's just gonna rap on my album.
That's it. Thank you. She's not gonna ride my ambulance.
What I'm saying is your argument is that
If
it's
you're an artist
irresponsible
that
if you have a
raps.
platform, you're irresponsible if you say something that can affect the population negatively. Correct.
A lot of people.
Right.
Not just a few rappers.
No,
not
I'm
just
not
a few.
saying that, but you have kids and young people, and the way music moves you emotionally to do some stuff that maybe you wouldn't want to do on a regular. It gets you fired up. So all I'm saying is there's so much music out here that says stuff about murder, kill, shoot the club up, do this, blah, 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 slap that hoe.
Okay, so
What does Johnny Gills put on your red dress?
That's how they all
What
got
that mean to you?
pregnant.
so wouldn't you equate this to
A fire in a movie.
well, very good one. I was gonna go with, hey, be careful swimming now when this boat is drowning. Be careful. I don't need y'all to learn how to swim. I heard it was dangerous. One of my friends said they took a swim and a shark ate them.
Hey,
No, the fact she didn't say, hey y'all, my cousin and him and them took this vaccination.
No, I understand. That's why I said I heard that if you swim,
Word on the
sharks
street.
come eat.
yeah.
Anytime you say word on the street or I heard from my cousin, you don't take the statement seriously.
That's why you don't
And,
tweet it.
and then she said, but this tweeting is.
What she said, pray for big
Then
balls?
she said.
So why
then she
why
said,
were the
"Do your
people outside
research first."
protesting the CDC saying Nicki Minaj,
Said
the platinum multi-star,
yeah, with all that money
with all them Grammys,
and the inside
acting like her
secrets,
Grammys were
Well, the
degrees?
difference-
she's a millionaire.
Here's the difference. The difference is when you out there murder, kill based off of music you've been listening to, you don't announce that to people. Like, I'm out
Just
here
murder,
kill. I'm out here murdering, killing people because of that CD. You don't tell on yourself.
let me ask you a question.
keep it, you take that shit to trial.
How many?
You don't talk about it. You don't tell nobody.
you gonna
keep
have
it on
to.
the low.
You gonna have to.
Keep it on the down low.
Excuse me, is that an R. Kelly?
Ooh, he made good head.
Oh!
He made good head. Who said said that. You did.
I don't know who said that. I'm not gonna drink.
You
to
did
that.
say he made good hits.
He
Then
does.
she said
You know
that.
what? I'm gonna drink to his
Okay,
hits.
then.
He does churn out the hits. Nothing wrong with an R. Kelly hit. Now, bumping and grinding, yes. If it's children, absolutely. There's something wrong with that.
Show me some ID.
Yeah, please. Because these
My
girls
mind's
lie.
telling me
It
no.
don't matter because they're going to show them a fake ID anyway.
See, but that's but look.
Remember the testimony? I lied and said I was 19.
But he told me to pretend I was 21.
Right. So if he says, can I see ID? And it's 21.
No.
And she's 19.
Because guess what? He said, my mind's telling me no. Because I don't believe her. But my body's telling me yes.
So what did ID tell me? She a lie?
Right, but he don't believe her. He looking at the
Can
ID
he
and it
believe
ain't
the ID?
her.
Can
It
he
ain't even
believe the
a
ID?
picture of her.
The
She
man-
light skin, the ID dark skin.
Look,
And your mind is telling you no. But your body's telling you
Let me
yes.
ask you a question. So
What's up,
even
though?
when he asked, show me the ID, you still mad? The man is asking for ID.
You know how, let me tell you, back in my day, right?
What was that, yesterday?
Yes, because I'm a young whippersnapper. But back in my day,
You mean
me
today?
and my homegirl, when I used to live in Detroit, me and my homegirl, we shared one ID. And it was a picture of, I don't know who. And her and I did not look alike. She probably had 2 shades, she was 2 shades lighter than me. But we were under 18, in high school, trying to sneak into the River Rock. And on one ID, we managed to get into the club. So what we do is, like, we try to, it's my turn to have the ID first, because you never want to be the second one, because you might get
caught outside.
You want to be the first one. So you get the ID, you show it, then you kind of slide it back, and then she grab it, and
they
then
don't see all of that going on?
because you let somebody walk past you.
Oh, the lines.
And then
the
you
lines.
come in,
Okay.
and then you show the ID. They ain't checking ID, they just checking the age. Do you know this girl don't look like me? She dark skinned, you light skinned.
So let me ask you a question. Should you now take that fact pattern and apply it at Publix? When I go to the register, they say, ma'am, can I see some ID, please? I'm buying alcohol.
Why they act? Oh, ID.
Yeah, they asked me for ID to purchase alcohol,
Mhm.
which I feel good about that. I'm like, girl, let me get you a tip for asking me. But,
Mhm.
point taken, should they arrest her if I'm not 21?
Oh no! The only reason why they ask you for ID because they look at the card to enter the date, the year.
That's my point.
right.
So
They just enter. They just looking for the year.
that's my point. I don't care what you're looking for. He's looking for a year too.
Right.
So R. Kelly need to look for something different from what though?
He needs to look at the picture.
Some people look young.
If it's not her,
No, some people look young. If it looks like her, and some people look young, and the year is correct.
I
That's
got
my
a light
point.
skinned friend look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark skinned friend.
So you just not going.
No,
you just
I'm
not
just
gonna-
saying, like,
that's too much.
he ain't
to
asked her
lock
for no
up
ID.
a Publix cashier
He-
because I gave her a fake ID, but we can lock up a R. Kelly because I
Girl.
gave him a fake ID.
No,
Right.
that's the
Okay.
difference. You having sexual intercourse with someone. First of all, you're not asking for ID.
First of all,
You're not
the
asking for
man
ID.
is not just come here, girl. You got what I want. That's not Teddy. Okay, and we didn't lock Teddy up, thank God, because he was pushing out the hits too. But my point is, if you're not going to hold everybody accountable to the same standard, how about you not bother with the standards? That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is I don't say I agree or disagree. I am saying the same standards applied in a different setting. We can see how, I can see how she can not know that you're lying when you gave her the ID. What did you want the cashier to do?
What man is really asking for ID before he has sexual intercourse with this young woman?
R. Kelly.
He ain't asking for no ID. He just made a song. That's it. He just made a song.
The other conspirators who are not on trial.
Hello? That's who's
Word.
asking. His
We
handlers.
already checked.
Look, his handlers.
They was on one ID like me and my homegirl. Same
the
picture.
handlers.
Y'all twins.
His
Same
handlers
picture.
was
Same picture.
Same picture, same name. They call y'all twins.
Right. Y'all twins. Yeah.
Betty. My mother couldn't.
Betty Lulu.
My mother couldn't come up with another one, so she just knows us different by our middle names. But ma'am, the middle initial is the same on the.
She could just tell. You know, like sister, where the one got the mole.
Oh, is that it?
You can tell.
Mama figured it out.
So
Nikki,
how did we get back to Nikki?
Nikki,
Speak your mind, girl.
Nikki, put the phone down.
No.
Put the phone down. Didn't she just have a baby?
I don't know. She did.
Go do some breast.
That's why she's really concerned about
She coming down. No, she's coming down from hormones. She's coming down from hormones.
She didn't say, hey, don't get the vaccination. She said, do your
There
research.
cannot be any negative inference that would cause a hospital emergency room to have to close. I don't care if you rap, sing, talk your music like Kirk Franklin, okay? You should not be doing it.
doing it well.
But I'm going to transition to Minnesota. The Supreme Court's overturned a third-degree murder charge for Officer Noor.
Please tell the people who Officer Noor is.
Officer Noor is a Minneapolis police officer who responded to a 911 call and accidentally shot a white female in an alley who he thought was coming to kill him. He was in fear for his safety. Remember, that's the statement.
That's everything. The standard statement for everybody.
Is, I'm in fear for my safety. Well, he went to trial because, of course, he thought he was Caucasian. And they said, no, sir, you're black and your victim is white.
So you think he shouldn't went to trial?
Should he have gone to trial? Yeah, I would have.
Okay. So you white too?
Yes. I'll have it they're having. The only reason I say he should have gone to trial is because had he not gone to trial, this third degree would not have been bumped back.
That's true.
He would have pled to this third and it would have stuck.
What do you think he would? You think he would have? They only. Do you know what the plea deal was?
Well, I don't know what the offer
Okay.
was, but I know that the third degree is now off the table because the Court of Appeals said, no, the facts don't match third degree.
Right.
Because he shot at one person and that third degree is designed for somebody who is recklessly,
Just
depraved heart,
just out there
just shooting up the place. Like you was talking about with your rap song. Somebody who had listened to one of Nicki's rap song about
I didn't say
shoot 'em up.
Nicki.
Oh,
saying
I'm sorry,
shooting up
some of
the
the
club.
other rap songs.
Back in my day when we was listening to
Back
Bone
in-
Crusher.
Okay, with a crushing bones.
Bone Crusher and Pull a Kick Dough. Ain't nobody started robbing people more because Pull a Kick Dough was on there.
That's
I used to
correct.
love that
So
song.
stop.
Gang effed up. I ain't got no friends.
Father, give
What?
me strength. Okay, so back
She
to
was listening to Hop, Skip, Jump.
No,
Some of the best hits.
I'm sorry, sir. It's beyond your time. That was Master P and them
Limp back step.
on a drop top Benz, cause I'm a trio. Trying to put the 45 to the hill.
Okay, well I don't
want to
that.
be cussing. It's a lot of
please
cussing
don't.
and Pull a Kick
Okay,
Dough.
yeah, kill the kid.
Master P, shout out
Kill
to
the
Master
kid.
P.
Shut up the kid and shout out to P. And moving on. We in Minnesota have a third degree on Noor that was overturned. Thank you to the Supreme Court. They said, I'm sorry, you guys messed it up. Trial court, these are not the facts that permit it. So therefore, he's going to get less time. He only got 12 and a half years, though. I mean,
Only?
hear me talking about 12 and a half years. Like
Only, like it's a cake.
you know what I say to people is, if I can do a day, I can do life.
Excuse me.
Okay, never mind. Back at the ranch.
Have you done a day in prison?
I'm going to plead the fifth. I have the right to remain silent, and I have the capacity to do so.
If you ever done a day in prison, can you certify with a statement she just made? Just leave it in the comments.
Comment about your day in prison. That's what Diva Court wants to hear. Matter of fact, this show is about court. Tell us about your experience in court.
If you did a day in prison, and you said if you could do a day, you could do
life.
You could do life. If you feel this statement is true, and you did one day in prison,
And you said I could do life.
could do life.
This is a cakewalk. Absolutely. Just ministering in
maybe
here.
you know how we were talking about doing a dating
What we gonna do, a
game
life now?
for
Service,
Game of
dating
life.
service.
a
Remember,
dating
we're
game
we're gonna
service,
get
speed
the
dating for baby mamas and baby daddies.
Yeah.
We should probably do a dating.
We can't do one for prisoners. I'm sorry.
We can't. We can't. Prisoners need love too.
Dana's whole idea. Just the record was ready, it was lining up, and it just hit her.
So that That's not a good idea.
I'm sorry, we can't.
Okay.
We can't help you in prison.
Sorry for ya.
Can't help you. But kudos to the court. Overturn these things like you're
Yes.
supposed to. Show the trial court if you don't get it right, we'll fix it. Because that's what appellate courts are for. You know, we used to call them court of appeals, and then we started calling them court of affirmances because they affirmed everything. So kudos to the Minneapolis Supreme Court for not being a court of affirmance and being a court of appeal.
Yeah.
Are you about
How
to
does
say
that affect?
Derek Chauvin?
Yes.
Well, that's not going to affect Chauvin. Sorry, sir.
Sorry for you.
Hope you have a dating service in your prison.
Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, so let me explain. Listeners, the reason why Chauvin is not going to be eligible for what Noor got in terms of the third degree, although Chauvin was convicted on the third degree, is one, there was a second degree that Chauvin was also convicted of, and the trial court in the Chauvin case did not sentence him on the third degree. So one, he doesn't have a sentence on the third degree. So let's assume that his attorneys, which they should, are going to appeal all counts of his convictions. And they got overturned on just the third degree. It wouldn't matter because, as in Noor's case, he is only getting resentenced, you understand, on second degree because the third degree is now gone.
And we'll be out in October.
And will be out in October. But in Chauvin's situation, there was no sentence to overturn. You understand?
Right.
So you were convicted by the jury, but the judge did not sentence you to that third degree count. They sentenced you on second degree. Now, another issue that Chauvin has is that the third degree requires a depraved heart and a reckless disregard for human life. And I believe the evidence in Chauvin's case, where you're kneeling on somebody's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds.
Depraved.
And you were depraved enough that you even traumatized the people on the sidewalk where the 10-year-old is screaming, "Get off of him." I'm
Right.
sorry, sir. The facts in your case support a depraved heart and a reckless disregard for human life. So even if they have to count the people on the sidewalk in Chauvin's case as being reckless in his conduct in terms of causing harm to more than just George Floyd, I don't think his would be overturned. So
You know
unfortunately, no.
that he tried to strike, the judge tried to strike the third degree count.
He did, and it went up
Yeah.
on appeal. Remember, there was an
Yeah.
interlocutory appeal also in Chauvin's case, and they were hoping that the court would stay that count because of Noor's appeal.
Right.
And the court was like, no, go for it. Let's see what the jury does, and we'll hear the evidence and the facts because we do that individually. We don't
Right.
do it on a global perspective. We do
Right.
it on a case-by-case perspective.
Right.
So since you haven't been convicted, Chauvin, like Noor was, we're not going to allow judges to prejudge the facts or the evidence in the case, because that's when a judge is knocking out counts, listeners. When a judge says the prosecution, the police officer charged you with 5 counts, the district attorney indicted you for 5 counts, and then the trial court, before a trial, before any evidence is presented, before the first witness is called, says, hey, I don't think one of these counts belong. How would you know that, Judge? Because you haven't heard any facts or any evidence
Right.
to determine whether or not the state can meet their burden.
Right.
So, of course, you cannot start striking counts as a judge because you're not permitted as a judge, nor are you permitted as a jury to prejudge the facts and the evidence in the case.
Exactly.
That's why there's always a jury instructions, if you watch Court TV, which I'm on, check me out on Thursdays, that there's always a jury instruction by the judge when the jurors are taking a break. Please do not discuss this case with anyone. Please do not have anyone talk about the facts of the case. Please do not go and do any research on your own. Please do not even try to deliberate with the other jurors until the case has been certified and given to you for deliberation. They want you to keep an open mind the entire way through.
Right.
So if a jury is not supposed to prejudge a case, the judge is not supposed to prejudge the case. Therefore, you cannot, as a judge, strike counts prior to any evidence being presented. Now, the judge could strike that count if the state
Wait a
moves.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first
All right,
of all,
we over
let's
there.
speak.
He's saying you done.
And stop explaining the law. Because
We
Diva
over-
Court.
We more
is
diva
not-
than court.
Yeah.
Everybody sleep.
So the court is not supposed to prejudge, and since they say, wait a minute, we're going to move on to our last topic, which is Brother Trump. Brother Trump Kofifi sends another letter recently, within the past few days, to Secretary of State in Georgia. What's your take, Diva?
If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. You can dust it off and try again.
Is that a
Harlem shape? You don't want to give it all away. You might got it wrong.
He
on the
said,
first
look
day.
here, Secretary of State, decertification of the 2020 election is still warranted. Go on and get your pen out and take care of this thing real quick. All I need is 10,259 votes. Let me tell you something. Somebody need to fill that man's prescription and actually deliver it to Mar-a-Lago and make him take
I
it
was about to say, you
with a
gotta go all
glass
the
of
way.
water.
You gotta go all the
Please.
way.
Is that crazy or what?
No, it's persistent.
Wow. Wow. But you know what? I can't take no more of that. I just thank God that I can stop watching CNN and I can take a break. I was so stressed out, I didn't realize how stressed out I was.
So you telling me Joe Biden don't stress you out at all?
No, he does not. He is a breath of fresh air. You know why? Because he's being the president. I don't have to hear a tweet from him.
Hey, hey, hey.
You got to ask him a question.
Hey.
And guess what?
Hey,
you got to
all
catch
you
him.
unvaccinated people, folks.
Yeah, folks. You're dying, folks. And I'm trying, folks.
Hey, all you go ahead and take your mask off. Oops, put it back on.
That's right.
COVID's real.
That's correct. But don't tweet it, sir. Just don't tweet it. You are a breath of fresh air. You and my African-American vice president.
Let's talk about everything that has happened on his watch. Have you seen the border? All the Haitians under the bridge.
Wait a
Afghanistan
minute.
got bombed.
Wait a minute.
left
Now,
Americans
look. Now, I'm going to do it if the
I'm not
producer won't do
finished.
it.
I ain't finished.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. First
Did
of
you
all,
see them
you're not gonna
children in the
speak fast.
cages?
You can just say
They
Jesus.
still in the cages. You know they still in the cages. You know why they still in the cages?
Because Trump left them there?
Look, right, Sean Hannity just say now those are Biden kids in the cage. The kids still in the cages.
Hannity said Trump put him in a cage and Biden adopted him.
The kids still in cages.
That is sad.
We still ain't got nothing for the blacks outside of what's that we got?
Oh!
December is coming.
June.
There it is.
You already lost. You want to bet again?
No.
How many more $100
Are we
bills
waiting
can
for
you
something to
borrow?
happen in December though?
How many more hundreds can she borrow?
We still waiting for something to happen in December, right?
Ma'am, you already lost the bet. We didn't rebet nothing.
We not betting again, but we you still said it.
She don't want to put her money where her mouth is because she knows she will lose.
You think something else is gonna happen?
Let
Please.
me tell you something.
It's gonna be like all you blacks. If you want the COVID vaccination, we'll give you $3,000.
No. Let me tell you what the real conspiracy is. Let them think this is like the Tuskegee experiment. And then we can save all the vaccines
Yeah, they
for the
can
people
keep 'em.
of color. I mean the white people.
They can keep them.
That's what they're doing. They're saying get smart, get vaccinated.
By his stripes, I'm healed.
Where you gonna take them straps? To the outside? You taking them straps from there?
Them stripes, girl.
You
They
tempting
already
God?
have to.
She is testing God.
I am not testing God.
She want
I
to
am-
stand in
I
front
am
of
not
285.
testing God.
She gonna get in front of tractor trailer in 285. Would you do that? Would you stand in front of
First
a
of
tractor
all-
trailer on 285 and say God would save me?
That's standing in front of a tractor trailer and
I
not
asked
taking
the
the COVID
question, would you
vaccination
do
is
it?
not the same.
Would you do it?
According to Jesus, you are not allowed to test our Heavenly Father.
So why
That's
are
in the
you not
Bible.
getting the vaccine then? Because you tested.
That's not testing him. That's not the same. Me jumping off a bridge talking about something, the Lord will catch me, is testing him.
Oh.
You know, when Louis Farrakhan says that it's all good.
Did you
let's
say
take it.
Louis Did you?
When Louis Farrakhan.
Did she say lunatic? She said lunta?
Farrakhan is speaking that truth. What he's saying. It's okay to take it.
You said you be spitting out tooth?
Yeah, she said spit out a
That
tooth.
That
Spit out a
When
tooth.
Farrakhan say he'll, it's okay to take it, I'll consider it.
Okay, so okay.
Being the
okay.
key
All right,
word.
you want to do that? You want to do that?
No, I mean, this is the third goalpost. I just want everybody to know.
You're right.
But the Falcons ain't scoring today.
They still lost yesterday. They still lost. Okay.
When the
So-
Pistons win the championship.
No, trust me. Trust me. You right. The third goalpost. Let's forget it. You right. You know what? That's the end of Diva Court 21. We are an adult
21.
today. 21. We're gonna drink to that because we're old enough.
We're 21.
We're legal.
All right, R. Kelly, we too old for you, boo. You drinking to that?
No, I was gonna spit to that.
We don't need no COVID now.
No. Please look for our episode every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
Double mask.
Subscribe. Please keep your mask on, people. Get your vaccine in. Don't trust the people who lie on social media. Trust the
She wasn't
science.
lying. She just repeated what she said.
Don't believe Nicki. You're not going to get big balls, nor are you going to have swollen testicles unless you go to a bachelor party and sleep with some woman
Believe
that
Nicki.
you didn't know who she was.
Believe Nicki.
Allegedly.
Believe Nicki to do your
Listen,
research.
I don't know how you think champagne coming out of that area is going to be safe for you to put everything back
Believe
in.
Nikki and do your research. That's what she said.
Sir, you can't put
That's
champagne.
what she believed.
Can't put champagne there.
No
Can't
sex
put it
in
there.
the shampoo room. No. Speaking
Can't do
of
that.
no sex in the champagne room, Chris Tucker is not who I'm talking about.
Did she say Chris Tucker?
Chris Rock.
I can't even close the show.
Chris Rock. One more thing. Chris Rock, he said get vaccinated because this COVID is serious. He was vaccinated. He got the COVID, and it was serious for him. So he said get vaccinated.
And he said I would have been dead had I
He
not
didn't
gotten
say all
vaccinated.
that. That's not what the tweet
Yeah,
said.
I
Quote
heard it.
him word for
I heard it.
word.
I heard
Quote
it.
him word for
I heard
word. He ain't
I mean, we're just balancing our inferences.
Yeah,
we
just
we
like
did the
Nicki's
same inference on Nicki, and now we're doing the same inference
on
on
him.
Nikki's inference
Get
said,
that shot. Get that shot.
Nicki said, do your research. That's what Nicki said.
And his was first-hand research.
Yeah. He said, I researched, and I'm telling you, it works. It saved my life the second time I caught it. Unlike The Rock.
Oh, he called it.
You remember that guy? You remember that guy?
What guy?
Tiny, the actor.
Tiny who?
Tiny died. He caught COVID the first time in March. Didn't have any
A
symptoms.
Debo.
Tiny Debo,
Oh,
the muscle
Yeah,
guy.
he probably had underlying
No,
conditions.
he didn't have any underlying conditions.
I have to look at his
you
medical
lying
reports.
conditions.
I have to look at his medical report.
Oh, go ahead, girl. Get
What does this CDNR thing mean over there? Dang, he had...
Do not resuscitate.
Yeah, DNR. That's the status.
He had a do not resuscitate.
No, ma'am. I don't know what he had, but I know he did.
I'm just imagining you reading parts.
Shut up. Yeah. You're such a hater. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again,
Let's
I'm going to
close
try
that
to
show
close
out.
the show.
Let's close
But
it
you
out.
know the diva and the co-diva with the cray-cray and the diversions will always keep
Here's
us
a diversion right there.
from diverting to close the show. But we're going to close on this note because please look for our episodes every Wednesday. I know you love all this crazy divaness. I know you're loving it. And don't forget to find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and
Apple.
and Google Podcasts.
Are we gonna edit that? Google us.
Be sure
Be
to
sure.
catch our videos on YouTube.
Be sure. Be sure.
Be sure to catch a video on YouTube.
Yes.
And don't forget to subscribe. And on that note, we will
drink to that.
Bleep. Whew. Oh. All this craziness is too much for me. I can't control this crazy diva tea.
Diva D.
Diva D. Last week she was Duna. This week she is Luna. Chicken. I got to go home and eat. My back hurt.
I gotta eat because my back hurts.